Good fam, it's Mr. Kelly with Good to the Hood, talking about anything and everything that impacts the culture. And in light of everything that's been going on, I asked the question, where's Obama? Where's Obama? And I only asked that because a buddy of mine, we were talking today, and one of the things that we're missing leadership. We talk about this all the time. We're missing good leadership in government, whether that's on the local level, state, federal, so on and so forth. And that just is what it is. But even bigger than that, and yes, bigger than that, is we don't really have proper leadership in society itself. Whether that's in the schools, parenting, just in general. And I think some of what we're seeing the result of that with a lot of the protests. The reason why we have a lot of these issues that are going on right now, as far as inequality and police brutality and that kind of thing, that gets into a whole lot of deeper issues. It's compacted over generations and so on and so forth. But I think what we're really missing right now, and specifically in the black community, is real good, solid leadership. There's no Malcolm X, whether you agree with him or not. And if you think you don't, okay. So so let me just pause here real quick. If you think that you don't agree with or like what Malcolm X brought to the table, I really encourage you to really listen to his speeches. I find a lot of people want to formulate opinions without really having the information, all the facts. They only want to take little snippets or sound bites that fit their narrative, and that gets you nowhere, right? But Malcolm was a great leader, great orator, and look, he evolved and changed as his life progressed. Towards the latter days, I guess, of his life, before he was assassinated, his overall message was the same, but the way in which he was wanting to achieve those things has slightly changed. But again, you'll have to go and do the research yourself and really learn about that. Dr. King, great leader, of course, as well. We don't really have any leaders. And I feel, and listen to me closely, because I know I put myself out there like this, a lot of people are going to have a lot to say. I am a fan of Obama. I liked Obama. And that's okay if you don't like him. That's your prerogative. It doesn't really matter anyway, because he can't be president again either way. So it just is what it is. But as a human being and as a person, I really don't see how anybody could not like Obama. As a person, if you don't agree with his policies and his ideologies and his political stance and all that that's fine. It's your prerogative, right? But that notwithstanding, just as a human being, as a person, what is there not to like about him? Guy's intelligent. Guy's smart. He's a caring person. Obviously, he's a dedicated husband. Him and Michelle have been married for decades. Raising 2 children into adulthood. He's a community organizer. Here and there, he's still doing things a little bit sporadically, I guess, on smaller scale in Chicago and that kind of thing. I'll put a couple videos up, when I do my editing. He's done a little bit of stuff. But I will say, as much of a fan as I am of Obama, I feel he could, especially outside of the presidency, he could really be a good leader. Problem is, he's let a lot of time pass. And that's really unfortunate. If he were to step into the limelight now and really try to assist in some type of organizing or leadership, as much as I hate to say it, I feel that it would fall flat. The world we live in now, this cancel culture that we have, this overly politicized, this overly polarized culture that we have now, it just wouldn't fare well, and that's troubling to me. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Obama. In fact, when we were talking, I was like, well, where is Obama? Like, where is he in all of this? Trump's been president now for 3 years. This is his administration, and in the beginning, I can absolutely see, like, look, let the man because Obama's a classy guy. Like I said, if you don't like his politics, that's one thing, but he's a classy guy. And so he's like, look, whether I like this cat or not, he's the president-elect. Let him make or break himself, and I'm going to allow him to do that. And so, in part, I believe that's why Obama stepped back and hasn't really done anything. Only as of recent have you heard a little bit more stuff going on with Obama, but even then, as a whole, nothing really. I mean, nothing really. And so I went to, okay, before I get to that. So Obama obviously has a Twitter, and if you have a Twitter, you can kind of check it out. And his Twitter handle is at Barack Obama, right? Dad, husband, president, citizen. Maybe I'll screenshot. Is that clear on there or not? Okay. So that's his Twitter. And his pinned tweet. So this is his pinned tweet. It says, I wrote out some thoughts on how to make this moment a real turning point to bring about real change, and pulled together some resources to keep young activists sustain the momentum by channeling their energy into concrete action. And he leaves a link, which I will put in the description. So if any of you are interested to kind of see what Obama put on his Twitter and see whatever, you can either go to Twitter yourself, but I'm gonna put it in the link anyway. And that's what he has pinned, and he had put that June 1. So today is what, July 6th. So a month ago, Obama put that on Twitter. And he has some things maybe every 3 days or so. It looks like he's on here. Either he puts something, or the Obama Foundation puts something, or either Michelle puts something, like every 3 days or so. But I'm like, really, what is he doing? It's just disheartening, because I was excited actually for his post-presidency. Like, okay, well, because when you're in office, your hands are tied a little bit, because you gotta play nice in the sandbox. When you're out in the public sector, after the fact, you do what you want when you want, how you want, and whether people like it or not, it just is what it is. Jimmy Carter, great guy. Jimmy does what Jimmy wants to do. Dude's like 90. He's still building houses for Habitat for Humanity. So, shout out to Jimmy Carter. Look, he only did one term. Technically, he could run again, right? Second term there for the peanut farmer. But that still didn't really tell me, like, okay, so he's aware of current events, but I'm like, man, what's he doing? So Barack Obama actually has a website, and it's barackobama.com. I will put that link also, but I almost even shouldn't have. barackobama.com, it's how easy is that? And so if you go to the site, and it says, welcome to the office of, in fact, let me go ahead and see if I can get this swapped over to here. Okay, so as you can see, look, now I'm not in the frame. As you can see, it says, we love you back. And this is what the Obamas are saying to the nation. And so this is his website. And I'm going to go ahead and play the video that he has on his official site, because he says some things in there where he's like, yeah, I'm going to always be with you guys and whatever. I'm like, Brother Barack, where you at? Where you at now? Like, it's getting real out here. So let's go ahead and, sorry that I'm not a little bit more organized, but let's go ahead and play this video here.
My fellow Americans, it has been the honor of my life to serve you. I won't stop. In fact, I will be right there with you as a citizen for all my remaining days. But for now, whether you are young or whether you're young at heart, I do have one final ask of you as your president. The same thing I asked when you took a chance on me 8 years ago. I'm asking you to believe, not in my ability to bring about change, but in yours. I'm asking you to hold fast to that faith written into our founding documents, that idea whispered by slaves and abolitionists, that spirit sung by immigrants and homesteaders and those who marched for justice, that creed reaffirmed by those who planted flags from foreign battlefields to the surface of the moon, a creed at the core of every American whose story is not yet written. Yes, we can. Yes, we did. Yes, we can. Thank you. God bless you. May God continue to bless the United States of America. Thank you.
My whole deal is this. Look, I can't even, I'm over here. My whole deal is this. Great speech, right? The tail end of it, a minute and a half or so. But where is he at? And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, because he doesn't care, because of whatever. It's just not his character. It's just not, right? But it's easy for people to say stuff like that and be dismissive. But it's a genuine question. I'm like, where is Barack Obama during all this time and all this whatever? I guess he's endorsed Biden, but I'm not 100% sure. But I think I heard something like that a little while ago. Election is coming in November, so I mean this is for all the peanuts, folks. Ultimately, look, and I'll have another video on this. But ultimately, to me, the two-party system is pointless. It's trash, and I've said that in other videos. I think we need to have a four-party system, and I think that would give you a more accurate. It allows people to really go for a candidate that really embodies what they're passionate about. But again, that's another video. So, like I said, I think we need leadership. But my question really is, where's he going? Where's he at? Where's he at? I mean, I follow him on social media and I see some stuff. If you guys have some theories, and there's going to be some conspiracy theories and some thought process. I know by even posting this, potentially I open myself up for a lot of disparaging remarks and some repetitious rhetoric that disagrees. But I'm just saying, again, outside of politics, as a human being, I feel like this guy had great potential. Still has great potential. I just don't know how he would go about getting in the game. Not on a political level, just as support, assist, whatever. I mean, you got celebrities out here that support causes that are near and dear to their hearts with their celebrity and with their finance. Whatever, I feel like he could do the same thing. But, I mean, that's just me. That's my thought. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I'd like to hear. Even if you don't agree with me, please subscribe. And give me some show ideas. Hit that like button. But until next time, this is Mr. Kelly with Good to the Hood. Peace.